I did Spomodo.
Mm-hmm.
After Spomodo, I did a movie with Faki. Faki's first movie called 40 Sticks.
What?
Yes.
That's when it... Okay.
After. Yes.
Maju Bongoja.
Maju Bado.
Okay. So let's talk about 40 Sticks. I've had Faki here. I think Faki is one of the best CTAs that we've had here. And one of the reasons why I say that is just because Faki sat on this chair to give.
Yeah.
And I feel like you're also doing the same.
Yeah.
To give of his life, his vulnerability, everything.
Yeah.
So when I heard about 40 Sticks, I was like, my God, I'm never making a movie. Nikunoma.
But I don't, me, all throughout when you're making 46, me, I was happy soul. We're shooting because I knew at the end of the day, we're eaten by ants, needs, whatever, we'll still make a movie.
A movie has to come out.
A movie has to come out. Either halfway, we'll have to make it.
Okay, so let's talk about you meeting Faki and how you came.
So Faki, we used to meet around, also because he was also a good friend of my business partner.
Mm-hmm.
So we'd meet around, and this time he came and he was like, I have an idea. I have a movie idea. And now Faki came through. He was with Sarah Hassan, also a very close friend of mine. And they came down and like, we want to do a movie. I was like, okay, I am in. Tunaanza kesho. Like, no, we want to push it. We plan nini. So we started planning for the movie. Got a script written by another wonderful lady called Pauline. We started working on the movie, and they was like, me, I want you to shoot. And actually, the first time I was like, can you direct? I was like, can you move the kazi mingi? I'll shoot it. And like, you shoot it. Got his friend Victor Gatonye
to direct.
Oh. And we planned everything.
So you were DOP? Now
me, I was DOP.
You're cinematographer.
I've
learned the words.
I was in charge, yes, cinematographer. Yeah. I was in charge of the look and feel.
I get it.
The look and feel. We have to make it dark.
Because it's been shot at night.
Yes, which is the hardest thing. To make something dark and
light.
Also to see people and to light it.
Yes.
And make it feel like
it's dark.
Like it's dark.
And you know that you've worked lights on people.
Yes. Like if I'm lighting, it has to feel natural. Maybe it's coming from the moonlight. Whichever way, that was the biggest hurdle. We have to shoot it at night. So now, the first week we're shooting the daytime scenes. The second week, we're shooting night scenes. And I think if you've ever worked for night shifts, your body has to adapt kwanza. Because you're so used to your body, you sleep at night, wake up at 6 a.m. and your body functions during the day. When you change to night, you need like about a day or 2 or 3, just your body can
to readjust.
Because what happens, the first day, we start on a Monday. So on Sunday, what do I do? During the day, I sleep. I try and sleep like in the afternoon. I sleep early. I wake up, of course, normal time. Regardless, your body will just wake up at the same time.
Yep.
You're so used to it. Wake up Monday morning at around, of course, 6 or 7, whichever time. What do? I finish my stuff, my emails, everything. Because that time I'm shooting, I'm not doing a lot of other job. I sleep again. Like I force myself to sleep. Wake up like after 2 hours because you're not sleeping. It's like a power nap. Wake up, we're picked. Went first to the office. In the office, I'm like, because the call time is 6 p.m. because you're shooting at night. When you have slept I slept early Sunday at 7 p.m. Woke up in the morning, forced myself to power nap, went to the office, forced myself again another 2 hours. So I've slept, I think, like 15 hours or something. I don't know. So that I want overnight to be top notch.
And your eyes can't be uko, now you're tired,
yes,
you're groggy.
I want to be top notch. I've slept vizuri. I'm not doing anything. I'm just resting. During the day, nothing much. We get on set 6 p.m. We start shooting. By the time it's 1 a.m. Sleepy. Because your body is fighting you.
Yes.
Your body by this time is like you need to be sleepy. It is sleepy. And I'm not the only one. A couple of guys on set.
I get it.
That's the one. We take coffee, Red Bull, you skuma. 6 a.m. you go and sleep. I slept, got home like at around 6:30 a.m. in the mornings when guys are going to work, getting home. I sleep until like 2 p.m.
Yep.
I chill kidogo because we are picked from home. Chill kidogo. On the way going to the set, I'm sleeping like another hour. Get on set to start shooting. Perfect.
You're good. Now your body has adjusted.
1 a.m. sleepy. So it happened like the first, second, and then on the third day it was now perfect. Like you'll get on 6 p.m. at night, shoot until the morning, and you're good.
Okay.
You're trying everything. Yani, and I was even like, I'm tempted to start Mira. I hear it keeps you all like, does it work? I'm like, watcha, coffee, and you did it.
And let me ask, this time also one thing that I had for Kise, which was hilarious story of how he got the red. You're shooting with the red.
Yes. We're shooting on the red camera.
Yep.
And the red camera, the files are huge. So we have to be dumping like after every
hour.
Less than an hour.
What?
30 minutes of shooting, you're dumping. But Lucas was there to just dump. He was the DIT. He was dumping all the footage.
What does DIT stand for?
Digital Image Technician.
You see, me, I have no problem asking.
I think so. DIT.
So, but his job is to take the footage. Like, for example, we've been shooting with this card.
Yes.
As we're shooting in 4K, you guys are shooting like in?
We're shooting
6K
like in
or something.
6K, yeah.
And this card is 128 GB.
Yeah.
But it can go for 4 hours.
Yes.
So we're like, for example, now we haven't changed the card at all.
Yeah.
You guys would shoot 30 minutes per K.
Yeah, it is full. Card. Because we're also using the highest, because now we're shooting at night. We're using a digital camera. So very easily it can be grainy. So what do? You shoot it at the highest possible resolution, and you shoot it. There's a way now on the big cameras you can change the compression factor. Even our camera that you're using here, if you use it, the compression factor has been reduced. That's why you're able to shoot 128 GB for like 4 hours without changing, because the compression factor is lower. So on the red, you can change that compression factor
to the highest.
So that you get the highest quality. Even if a place is dark, it just appears dark. It will not be grainy. So the shorter the compression,
you're getting it as pure as possible.
Yes, as much as possible, as close as to the raw.
Yes.
So now, because we're shooting with the red, the files are huge, and we have to keep on dumping. And the work of the DIT, he can as well convert. Like he gets the raw files, and immediately on his laptop or something, he can convert to a simpler form where the editor can edit without having to struggle about the size. So that's the main work of the DIT. And to make sure, he is always checking the monitor. Remaining 1 minute, stack him malize to 0. Let me take it there so that it's faster to copy.
And then here you guys have another card.
Have another one. And he'll do this one and do a backup and confirm at that place. When you started having problem maybe with grain and noise, we're shooting at dark. He'll just tell us, hey, by the way, this scene, there's grain, so just do something. He'll communicate back when we're on set.
Oh, so that's his job as well, not just to copy, he's also to analyze the footage.
And they even do color grading on set.
What?
Like a DIT can do color grading, on set.
Just to confirm.
They do something called the dailies. So if you're in this scene, you'll get the shots faster. There's a look maybe you created, he'll do a little bit of adjustment. He'll send it back to you guys through a lookup table, which is, let me say, a preset. You put it in a camera, put on that scene, then I can start adjusting things. Maybe if I see the footage maybe a little bit graded, I can just start making decisions. I'll be like, this light is too warm. To bring a lot of problems on the post-production. So just tell the gaffer or the lighting guys to be like, make it cool, make it a little bit
then
cooler.
Tell the guys, reshoot.
We cannot, we might even not need to reshoot. I'll just
just going forward.
Yes, I can make an adjustment based on that, because I can as well, because it's a high-end camera. And I'd said earlier, you're able to, we call it push and pull.
Yes, so you can still do it on post. It's just that you want to make it easier for the editor in post.
Yes.
Wow, but then dude, you've not gone to school. Why are you learning all this in Supermodo?
In Supermodo, I learned a lot.
Masterclass. These are things.
Yes, I'm paying online masterclasses. I'm learning. I have books, and I'm doing different masterclasses for VFX, theory, and everything.
I want guys to understand. By the time you're doing 46, you've not gone to Stato.
No.
So it's not that you've not gone to Stato physically.
Yes.
Umenda online.
Yes. I'm there online.
Vitabu.
Yes.
Okay.
I flew to my laptop.
That's the new
Take off.
Flew to the laptop.
I flew to the laptop.
Okay, so how was it? What else would you tell me about shooting 46?
So, of course, at that place where we were shooting, we shot it at the Royal Land Camp. So the idea, one of the idea was, these guys have escaped the prison. They watch it. It's for guys who haven't watched it. It's on YouTube. Sorry, Netflix.
So Netflix.
Yes. So these guys have
also watch Fakir's for CTA.
CTA. These guys are going to the forest. Then it was supposed to rain the whole film.
Mm-hmm.
Within the first day, we realized it will be extremely impossible to have this rain effect the whole movie, because first of all, you're shooting like 10 days in this forest. A water bowser, this clean water.
Yes.
That's what you're using to cheat the rain effect.
Yes.
That water bowser, we are clearing one within like, I think an hour.
What?
Gone. One. The first night we had, I think, like about 5 or something.
Wow.
Because what was supposed to happen, it's supposed to rain.
It's supposed to be raining.
So what do you do to create the rain effect? There's like a pipe with holes. Then you connect it to the bowser. So when it sprays the water up, then it comes down like rain. So because it's a forest, you need it a little bit a bigger space.
Yep.
So you have to get maybe the 10,000 liter or the 5,000 liter water bowser. Generator. Brrr. 1 hour. Gone. That's after we haven't finished the scene. Call the other one. Brrr. So within the first night we are like, we can't hack. It's crazy. It's expensive having like 10 bowsers daily.
Yeah.
Or something like that. So quickly we came up with the idea. The director is like, we already got the first shot where it was raining and the car came in and crashed and all that. So it stopped raining. It's still wet. Yeah,
yes.
The forest is still wet, but there's still some lightning. There's still some lightning happening, and it's just wet. So we had like one bowser, which we had like one bowser maybe for 2 nights or 1 night, where we're just using it to make the place wet.
Oh, yeah.
If they're walking past this place, make it wet. And at that time, we had a specific light that we're using, which was giving out lightning effect.
Oh, I thought you were going to tell me you were doing that in post.
No. We put a lightning effect on one of the LED lights. It's just the same size as this one. You guys can see, it's almost this size. So I put it on the first time. Then when I'm looking at it on camera, it looked nice. I put it on all the shots.
So it looks like a lightning is happening.
Yes, every single shot, it's vibrating. Then towards the last day, I was like, maybe I've made a mistake. So I just told Lucas, just put continuous lightning, and Lucas like worked magic on the sound design to make it just feel like lightning is going on. It's just from raining. There's still some things, and when it was edited, everything was working. And when you see that movie, you don't see the madness that you're going through.
Yeah.
You don't see it at all. But very proud. Me, I was so proud of it. By the time it was coming, I was watching and I was like, wow, guys.
And you won an award for that?
I didn't.
The director of photography didn't win?
No.
From the 9? No.
It was nominated for Kalasha, won all the Kalasha and
it won
Kisima.
like 9 awards.
Yeah, it won all the awards where it was nominated, except for cinematography. Maybe it wasn't that good enough. But even same as Kisima, it won the awards, but it didn't win the
cinematography.
Yeah.
Okay, that's crazy.
Nimimi.
Yeah. I don't know.
But that's, 46 was
still like, it's good to know that you are the one who. So that must have been a lot of work. Continuity, from the look and feel.
Yeah.
Shooting. This is challenging now. You're shooting in the jungle with ants biting on you.
So now the good thing is, because from Supermodo, I of course learned about a little bit in terms of keeping continuity in our shots. So every single night will come, set the lighting in the same way, and I keep the same side. If the light was always coming from this side, that's what I'll keep towards the end of the movie, so that it just feels like there's like a moonlight coming there.
Yeah.
And sometimes I remembered when I was trying to figure out how we light the scenes at night, I remembered watching Akina Twilight. It was just blue, the Riverdale series.
Yeah.
And we call it the American Night. It is blue, there's light. As long as you're seeing and you have an idea it's at night, you won't question, you won't get somebody who's watching is like, Enos Kujapa, where is that light coming from? No one will ask you, as long as they can see the actions.
Yeah.
So that's how I got like motivation. I was like, I'll flood it in light, but I'll try and make it very soft. I'll try and make it feel like moonlight.
Did you have an assistant DOP?
Assistant,
Fast camera?
Yes. I had like about 3.
So those are guys who would hold the camera sometimes for you?
So the first AC, the second AC. So part of the team, I'm trying to remember, part of the team also is also part of guys in the office. A guy called Ben, Ben Kilu. He was one also shooting the cutaway shots. Like if we've already shot the scene and we need more shots of maybe the hands lying on the some cutaway shots. I don't need to. It's not go and frame that. Now they do that. That I usually leave for them. They do the cutaway shots. They do the wide shots and all that.
And are all these things written? Have you written? You have to get this cutaway, this cutaway, this cutaway.
Yes, some we've written, but some we just know instinctively.
Okay.
We just know from this scene I need to get a cutaway of your hand. I need to get these shots. I need to some of them you fall. There's a scene where there's this guy inside the truck. Somebody slit his throat. Throat. So now we're supposed to pan from outside, then reveal this guy who is called Fish, and he's leaning on the car like that. So we're supposed just to move from right when this guy is looking and the side, and we get to this guy and we get is already slit. So by luck, by the time we're just moving like that, then lightning hits. Then it's just because you could see the silhouette. Yeah. So when the lightning hit, you see the slit, then it gets dark. Do you know what happened? This part, it's a very funny story, and I think it's even in the trailer, that scene. We get to that guy and see the slit. This guy was supposed to act like surprised, like afraid, like, what has happened? And he runs out. Do you know that part? He got scared for real. He ran. It was a train. Hey. He ran. We were laughing. But sometimes on such shots, you just fall for them. And we tried taking a second shot. We did not get it.
Nada.
We only got it on the first take.
With natural lighting.
Natural lighting.
I'm going to now see that shot again.
Yeah, I think it's in the trailer.
So let me ask you, what do you enjoy about doing movies over music videos? Or what do you see are some of the differences? Let me not even say enjoy. Yeah. I'm sure you enjoy both. What are some of the major differences from a shooting perspective? So
I'd say, of course, here, because we have different blockings. So here we're having guys who are conversating without looking at the camera. The music video, it is to the camera. Exactly. It is so weird. You're shooting an artist and he's just rapping like this. So for movie, they're conversating and they don't have to look at the camera unless they're breaking the fourth wall and maybe they're saying something to the camera. That's one of the biggest differences.
Breaking the fourth wall.
Breaking the fourth wall. That's when you look into the camera.
Yeah, like in what's this White House thing called? Where Kevin Spacey used to look into the camera.
Yes. So that's called breaking the fourth wall.
Oh, nice.
It's more like what people used to do on stage, like you act and then then you continue. Yeah. So it happens.
I really like that.
Yeah, and you can use it. So its name is called breaking the fourth wall, and it has different styles in terms of how you can use it. So for movies, guys are conversating. What I love about that is how we capture a scene. So I'd say maybe if you're conversating, I'll try and if it was a movie and it's 1 hour and you're just talking like this, for even if it's like 10 minutes, somebody might get bored because I just have your shot there, my reaction. Yeah. But what I'll do in between you guys, and it's called blocking. I'd get when you're talking, then in between you're talking, you're like, let me get some water. You continue talking as you're getting the water. You get the water, you come and stand maybe here, and you sit maybe down here and you're like, we need to get that deal. And then you wake up and go to the counter and sit there. So the same scene, I could have done it us just talking here. Yeah. But now when I add that blocking, I'm able to add more camera movements.
I get you're able to show the guy picking it up from that side to him walking towards it.
Yeah, now you're changing, you have a camera movement, you're seeing that, you're seeing some movement. So it becomes the things which are moving, and every move is motivated. For example, I come up with the ideas like, we need to go and get paid, and you move there. So something is motivating you to move. So when you now capture that scene, and anytime you get to a scene, and it can be as simple as these guys are talking in the kitchen, house kitchen. But what do? I'll start, this guy is walking from the bedroom, getting to the kitchen. This guy is talking, get something there, goes to the sitting room, I do that movement, and now when you do that coverage and when you edit it together, your scene now has movement, has life, and you move it from just a simple conversation, and they might be just talking about going to buy tomatoes, but you make it interesting.
I get it.
So that's just one of the difference.
It's why sometimes even a dolly is in, like, even if we're just sitting here, where sometimes guys would have a camera which is moving, then you're seeing different angles and things like that.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys, this is so, it's cool. Let me ask you, can you remember any memorable behind the scenes bloopers? That happened? Yeah, that happened when you're shooting 46.
46 bloopers. That was one of them. The one I was telling you.
Yeah, the lightning thing.
Yeah, that guy like got scared for real, and he ran away. Other bloopers. There was a nice one. There's a scene. There was this young person. I must just say person, so I don't want to spoil. He was these guys were walking past the forest, and somebody pulled the handle or something.
Yes.
Then when I think it got stuck, then when they're pulling the chain, it brought back just a hand, like it had been eaten.
Yeah.
So when we were shooting, because they are guys, then they get scared. They're like, "What is happening?" And everybody's tied to a chain. So when guys were talking, they ended up like circling this young person here on the neck.
What?
So see, they're supposed to like, guys, let's go. Then they start pulling each other. Yeah. So when they're pulling each other, because of course it's action, then we just cut. So we're like, who's that?
The person dying.
Who's that? So like, hey, cut. But this guy is. So it wasn't like so tight or something. It was just uncomfortable. So it was so funny because guys first, they were like, they're not sure. They thought it's somebody from the crew. So the assistant director, it's called Kamaya, said, "Who's that?" Nani huyo? So it was sad and funny at the same time because guys were like, "Sorry, are you hurt?" "No, but you guys need to listen to me." Like, okay, we're watching. There are guys who are watching every single person. So you don't hurt yourself. If you see anybody uncomfortable, you just cut it off. So
actually, that's I didn't know that. Find that I mean, what you gave was a bit of a funny situation, but in big budgets to prevent serious harm happening to people. What do you mean? There are people who watch every.
Yes. So what you do, even for us, we had a dedicated stunt team, stunt coordinator. There are about 4.
Yeah.
So for each scene, they were going over it with the cast first. Then they'll go over it with the crew. So for this one, they'll be like, push yourself like this. These things, we're putting them loose so that in case it gets tight. And they go over all the actions and all that. Sometimes it might go different, but they usually have their time, even before start shooting every scene. There's a scene somebody's being hanged. They go over that scene and they're like, if it's uncomfortable, do this, and they put it in a way it's very safe. So in big budgets, of course, you get a bigger team and you get maybe even proper gear to do stuff. On even more bigger budgets, you end up shooting without even the chains because you can put it on post-production.
Yes.
Yeah, it takes a lot of time, but you can still do it. So you're just working with what you have. But we had a dedicated stunt team. Yeah.
What did it feel like for you to watch this? I mean, you had gotten Supermodo, which you had seen go out, but now this is Kenyan made. Yes. It's different. The budgets ni kutoka the hustle.
The hustle.
Yes. What did it feel like to see your name at the end of a credits on Netflix?
Yeah. So by this time, didn't have any project on Netflix. Not really. But it felt nice because I'd get guys who'd screenshot the part where your name is coming from and they send it to you. And of course, being an art piece, there are guys who love it. There are guys who be like, what is this? What are you guys trying? But it just felt fulfilling. Now having in mind how we shot it, and now that it's finally out, it was a good thing at this time.
Did it open up doors for you?
Yeah, because at this time now, guys, you start getting that notion. Netflix approved.
yes.
DOP knows the standards of Netflix. So you'd get, and I think one of the guys who has a couple of works on Netflix, because now you get somebody, if they're trying to get it to maybe Netflix or any bigger place, they'll talk to me, they'll consult me. Of course, it's not immediate, like it plays today and you get a call tomorrow. You get a call after a while, and guys are like, we saw it, you want something like that. Maybe we can't get you as a DOP, but I want you to consult for us.
Oh, nice.
What gear can we use? What technical aspect?
You've become the authority on DOP stuff.
Yes.
To get onto the platform of Netflix.
Yes, and even up to today, I still consult for not only Netflix, even for guys who are doing shows that are appearing on the local station. Like I get called to consult for gear, a lighting style. I can go to a shoot and maybe a day and just talk about the lighting style, and that's my job.
And that's, hey, dude, you're a polymath things like. Right now, we've moved from... In fact, I have to just keep throwing an artist name just so people remember. You still shoot videos.
Yes.
But then now you get the tag filmmaker.
Yes.
This is like... and filmmaker, very known for the DOP.
Yeah.
But I heard you talk about local. Had you had... You've got the CJ Films. CJP Films.
Yeah.
You had done stuff with him, but had you done other stuff on... KTN or on... So
now, after CJP, after I started the Zuku, immediately after that, now I started doing my own things, started EOP Films. So it started doing shows. So amongst the first shows, if I'm not wrong, it was called Kipawa Show. We had an idea of a talent search, where people just get on stage and perform. There's no winning, there's just showcase your talent. And you had crazy guys, contortionists, guys who are coiling themselves. Yes. You had guys who are singing.
America's Got Talent without the
without the money. Yes, without the million, without the Simon Cowell. Without the money, So it was just a space. We used to shoot it at Kenya National Theatre. It was hosted by Dr. Ofweneke. It used to come on KTN.
Nice.
It was called Kipawa Show. It was just talent, just showcasing talent. The guys were singing. Even Nadia. One of maybe her first stages there. She came there, performed.
Nadia
Mukami.
Woo-hoo.
Yes.
Have you ever shot for Nadia?
I've not shot for Nadia. But at that time, when I had her on stage, I was like, and she was just singing a song, and guys were going ecstatic. But she was already known in, I think, Nakuru, where she was coming from. She was doing good. So even there, when she performed at our show, Kipawa Show, guys loved her, and I was like, hey, she's doing good. So I talked to one of my very good friends and also a very good director. It's called Mike Lolly. It was like, do some stuff with her. And Mike Lolly went and shot some videos with her. Then after, I think a year or two, I'm like, there's the Nadia. Alikuja show yetu, that's Nadia. So but she was already, even by the time she came to the show, she was good.
She was already done her groundwork.
Yeah, and she was only even
she was trying to expand outside Nakuru.
Yes, and even just she was just singing, and you could just feel like there's a star, there's something in there. Yeah, so that's what.
So I was going to ask this. It's gone, but anyway, because it's gone. Tutupe artist Giuliani.
Giuliani, yes. I did a whole album of videos for him.